Hello everybody, Azazel the Basement Dweller here, and welcome back to the Skullgirls Patch Notes Visualizers, is what I guess I'm calling this now. Just, you know, Skullgirls Patch Notes, gameplay. So, it's been a little while since I've done this. It's also been a little while since there was an update. The last update was in May. It was May 26th was the last update. Because this was supposed to be the final gameplay and balance update before Annie's full release. That's what the developers have said. I know I missed a few updates, so I'll go back and talk about any important shit, but we're primarily going to be talking about version 3.1.22 of Skullgirls, which is the most recent patch of the beta. So, first change, easiest one to talk about because we're in the character select menu. Every character that has a color palette referencing Annie they tweaked a lot of the colors to make them look more close to Annie, and a lot of their visual effects now have Annie special effects. For example, Parasol's Annie color palette, which would be... where's this one? Looks more like Annie. She has one, Peacock has one. They all look a little bit more like Annie instead of just being general references. Let's see. Parasol, Peacock, and Cerebella are the characters with Annie reference palettes. Boom. They all have new special visual effects as well, which is pretty neat. But we're going to talk about a few things. So, first and foremost, Starchild herself. Beowulf. And Valentine.
Time to operate.
And then just a few general things with... I'm just going to pick a lot of the characters that got very general changes. Because this is pretty much it for characters that got a lot of changes in the last few updates. So we'll just beat the shit out of Philia, as is typical. So, Annie got a few changes since the last time we talked about her. She's got a lot of new visual effects, which have been well documented by a lot of people who play the game. A lot of her special moves look better. They have special visual effects now. Which is pretty cool. One of my personal favorites. Boom, that throw looks fucking awesome now. They fully reworked the animation to that throw, like the visual effects for it, and it looks amazing. What a cool looking throw. So, Annie's changes, when medium crescent cut hits on an airborne opponent, it applies more hit stun. You can pick up combos from farther out. Which, you know, I'm gonna be ass at showing, but, you know. Believe me, it's in the patch notes. If you cannot do like a Kara cancel star power input, you have to do down input. Previously you could do like down forward down and get a little bit of momentum, but now it'll just give you meteor strike. Now you have to do down. You have to be standing still to do the super, which is pretty neat. Which is pretty cool. Annie also got a few damage changes to her dive kick. Wow, it's been a little bit. There we go. The second kick does 100 less damage, and the last kick does 100 more damage, which makes this move scale worse if you just use the first two. Or it scales better in combos because now the last hit does more damage. It does the same amount of damage overall, but now it scales a little bit better. As I said, Annie got a lot of new visual effects, which is neat. And that's pretty much all the changes with Annie. Annie is still a solid character. They did a few reworks. I might have talked about this before. It's been a little bit since I've done this. They made it so that heavy North Knuckle can only wall splat once per combo. I suck at showing this because I suck at showing it because I'm ass, but like if we do like you can only do it once per combo. It's supposed to be in line with all other what are they called? All other meterless wall splat moves. There we go. You can only do it once per combo. It won't wall splat multiple times, which is pretty huge. Valentine got a change to Savage Bypass. Savage Bypass received a single change. Pretty much, it's just when you were doing this move in the corner, sometimes it wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. It would try to go behind them, and then you would lose the super because it would fall out. That got changed, so she's better in the corner. And now it doesn't apply to the air version of this. So sometimes if you use the air version, it'll still fall out, but it's a much more consistent super overall. Neat stuff, neat stuff. And if not talked about previously before, because it's been a little bit, if you have a vial stocked up with Valentine, you can now do... That was the wrong super. You can now do her counter super. You can DHC her counter super. So now you can DHC into that, which is pretty neat. It gives her a safe, or not really a safe, but it gives her a more reliable way of applying poison and neutral, which is really cool. It only works off DHC. You can't just do the poison super raw, but if you have a Valentine with a vial stocked up, it'll apply whichever vial effect you have stocked, whichever level you have stocked, which is really cool. But that's a pretty major change for Valentine. Now, a lot of the changes are just like bug fixes and stuff. That's pretty much all the major changes that have been in the last few updates. There's a lot of like nitty-gritty stuff and like bug fixes. Like for example, one of the nitty-gritty things. So previously, Annie's stand heavy kick and jump heavy kick were notoriously hard to call assists off of. Now you can call an assist during any part of these two attacks, which is pretty cool. And the same goes for jump heavy kick, which is pretty neat. Oop. The thing I'm using, my phone, my phone is lagging. I'm trying to read the patch notes, but it's tweaking. That's pretty much all the major changes that are listed. As I said, a lot of nitty-gritty stuff that doesn't really matter. But the last thing I wanted to show, the reason we have Beowulf on this team, so there were new color palettes added, and I guess this is a good chance to just show them off in general. Every character got a few new color palettes. They got 3 more, so there's some really good ones. Captain Planet Beowulf, Ganon Beowulf. Every character, they got up to 5 color palettes, I believe. Oh no, up to 6 in some cases. Depends on the character. Yeah, some characters got a lot, some characters got a few. So, but very interesting thing. So I guess I could show off a few of the visible changes here. If we get Peacock and we give her the Annie color palette, we get Parasol and we put on her Annie color palette. And we get Ganon Wolf. A few cool things I want to show off. These are technically patch notes, but they're more visual stuff. So certain moves have special visual effects, and there are just special visual effects in general, which is pretty cool. So they've changed the way a lot of moves look to make them more akin to the way Annie's moves look. So there's some pretty cool things. For example, the balls, they're little galaxy balls. If you slow down the animation, it's really cool. They're little galaxy balls, which is really, really good attention to detail. I really like that. And so are the little Georges. all the little Georges are Galaxy Georges now, which is really cool. Parasol got very similar visual changes. Her umbrella has the scrolling effect. It looks fucking awesome, by the way. Shoutouts to the visual crew at Lab Zero, or I'm sorry, Future Club. It's very cool. Also, the tears, they look really cool, and they applied the glimmer effect that typically Annie's moves apply, which is really cool. It's really cool because they apply the little glimmer, and her throw, it's a little pile of space dust, and it applies the glimmer as well, I believe. Yep. Really cool stuff on that end. But the final thing I want to show, because it's my personal favorite change. So obviously Ganondorf, you know, you ever played a Legend of Zelda game, or even Smash, you ever played Smash Bros, you know, like Warlock Punch and shit. His aura is purple, so they made Beowulf's Ganondorf color palette purple. But a very cool change. While all of his supers, you know, they look cool and all, the color of the arm, one super in particular stands out. It is the 3 Moon Wolf Salt. The animation for this move has changed, not the animation, but the background for this move has changed heavily, and I really like it. So, just a, you know, taunt, purple aura, but this is the best part. Cool little secret animation. It's the, Majora's Mask Moon, which is pretty cool. Really cool stuff, really cool stuff. I am a very big fan of the moon. It's really cool. I think very cool change. I'm liking that a lot of the references they're doing now are very faithful. It's very, very cool stuff. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all we've missed. It's a shorter video than most of the patch note videos typically are, because they're polishing this game, so a lot of it was like bug fixes and unimportant stuff. But in general, that's everything that's been changed for a bit. This is everything in version, I believe, 3.1.8, I believe, would be the, or not 3.1.8. It's like we're pretty high up in update numbers now. So it's, let's see. I just want to give you guys accurate data. So it's a little unnecessary ramble, but this is version 3.1.22. So we are in version 3.1.22 of this game. According to the developers, this is going to be the last, or hopefully the last, balance and tweak update until Annie's full release. So if that's the case, this series is going to go on hiatus for a bit. But if you like the show, remember to like, comment, subscribe, dislike if you dislike it. This is me, Azazel the Basement Dweller, letting you know that Skullgirls is getting ready for the full Annie release. We're done with updates for now, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that may be. Bye-bye.